Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching from. Bonsoir, bon après-midi, bonjour, mesdames et messieurs, où est-ce que vous soyez? Je vois ma chère sœur Mrs. Goïsa, who's hailing from Douala. Bonsoir à toi, ou bon après-midi à toi. Je ne sais pas combien de personnes tu vois. Ou il n'y a personne qui a parlé jusqu'ici à part toi, donc ton bonjour à tous. Euh, et même s'il y avait des gens, je ne sais pas combien de personnes allaient te répondre avec bonjour à tous. All right, all right, all right. Let's get us going on here this morning. I mean, I'm sure other people they will find their way to the playback. So it is Thursday, October 15, 2020, and this is the pre-market analysis here on Successful Tradings. What a day we are about to embark into. But before we do that, we are going to spend some time revisiting a little bit which that took place yesterday, and then we will transition into the overall view of where the market equities are starting off this morning, and in the third section of chat this morning, our discussion this morning, we will spend time analyzing some of the opportunity ahead of us, as tomorrow is the monthly expiration, and with that looming November 3rd date coming. All right, so let's make great Mr. B, who just jumped in. So welcome everybody once again. It is October 15, 2020. This is pre-market analysis. All right, so what took place yesterday? We did a market recap yesterday. So for the most part, if you haven't caught that video, that's a reason for you to subscribe, right? Because then you will make sure that every single time that we post new content, educational content, or we showcase a case study of the strategies that we are using here, Successful Trading, you will be the first one to know about it. So the link to subscribe not only to our channel but also to our alerts, if you so intel, it's in the description of this video. We do a pre-market show every single weekday starting at 8:40. It's currently 8:44 Eastern time, yep, in New York and in Toronto. And I'm coming live from Southern California, where it's currently 5:45 a.m. Pacific time. All right, so yesterday, the market was moving quite yesterday. If you a couple of things that I want to highlight on here based on the what I saw, and then on the feedback that I gotten with some traders during the one-on-one coaching. Yes, we also do provide at Successful Trading. We do provide coaching session if you want to learn to trade. There are a lot of people in that scenario. We actually pride ourselves on here more than, let's say, even the subscription trade alerts. The education, it's really what we so we do provide coaching. You can go to our brand new website. It has been revamped a little bit, so hopefully you find it more to your liking. So this morning, what's trading? We traded yesterday. We traded Baidu yesterday, and this is some of the feedback. Well, some of the feedback, at least, yeah, whatever feedback. So we posted yesterday. Let's say after the first couple of candles or so. Was it? Yeah, this is Baidu. This is the 15 minutes, and this was the 14, right? So we posted in our Discord room. We do quick updates. Yeah, let me go to the 5 minute. The reason I was hesitating, because at the price that's at the which we posted, I could flash it on here, but I will have to toggle screen back and forth. Really, actually, maybe let's do that, because to me, there's value into showing people which that's actually transpire during daytime, during the trading hours on here. So let me quickly go switch to Discord, if I may. Hopefully that doesn't come a challenge right now, or is it? Let's see here. Let's see. And then all of a sudden, I cannot find Discord. Oh, well. Oh, well. Should I waste time in this? It was one of the windows. I'm seeing everything else but Discord. Okay, well, in any case, our traders, they can see that, our traders, the subscribers, they can see that. We posted after the first 15 minutes, I think the stock was trading at 130. Yeah. One of the feedback that I got talking with some of the traders, when they say this, so meaning imagine just seeing the first 3 candles. Yeah. That's it. I could go to a replay button on here. Let's actually do that. So if I go to replay and I want to replay this and I say I want to start here, each minute is 5 minutes. Okay. And then as for the speed, I'm going to say update every 5 seconds, maybe every 3 seconds. Yeah. So I'm going to stop it after 3 candles just to show you exactly which that we were seeing yesterday. So let me play this. Hopefully this will work. So this is the first candle, the first 5 minutes, 128. The second candle, 129.09. The third candle, stop, Telex. Perfect. This is thereabout. So after, this is 15 minutes, folks. Each candle here is 5 minutes, right? Oh, this is good. I'm liking this. So hopefully I'm bringing value into this analysis. So, right, so I zoom in so that everybody can see the screen, right? Okay, so this is what we shared, and this is a shame. This is really a shame. I had this code ready. Jesus, chart, onboarding, row. This is nonsense. Well, in any case, Telex, you're already doing that, so let it go. So this is what we shared yesterday this time. So what are you going to do here as a trader? You got to lot it out of this. Because, I mean, either because, let's say, other subscription trading service, they send you an alert. When they send you an alert, do you act on it? This is the factor on your alerts. We are above it, we're posting higher highs. And the size of the candle, especially the comment on that, so I can read the comments on my screen. You guys cannot see that. I'm still sharing the chart. So the comment that was posted was, what time was it exactly? It was, I think it was 7, it was a little bit more than that. So yeah, the chart was actually posted at 9:47, so exactly 17 minutes after the open. So the candle I'm showing you right now, that was the end of it. And the price at the time, right now I'm showing you a price of 130.20. The price was 130.60. Yeah, so just 40 cents higher. So meaning 2 minutes after this one, right? That's you're seeing out of now. So are you going to act on it, or you're going to say, oh, the move is already gone, then I'm too late to the trade? It's too late. Because that's a perennial question that at the end of the day, I'm always seeing traders, oh, I didn't take the trade because I thought that the move was gone. Let's take a step back, folks. I mean, the whole idea of trading options is trading things that move. Yeah? So a stock that's moving, are we going to be second guessing ourselves? Yeah, because, oh, yeah. Though that's feedback or reaction for traders will be, oh, I've seen that when something pop like that, typically it will fall back. Yeah, true comment. So if you can relate to that, please put some comments. I cannot see your comments right now. We'll switch back to that screen shortly on here. But that's what you see. So post your feedback, folks. Yeah. So the few that we have on here live, if you saw this yesterday, what was your reaction for this? Did you take the trade? If you didn't take the trade, what was your thought process? The thought process that we get most of the time, and that's why a lot of traders miss trades, will be, oh, I thought the move was Oregon. Okay, let me once for all put an end to this, because it doesn't make sense, yeah, to say that, oh, a trade was gone. We are 17 minutes into the session. A stock, it was one of our alerts, first of all, right? Our alerts in average move 8% or thereabouts. That's factor number one. So 127 closed the previous day to 130. That's a $3 move per se. Yeah? You can check the ATR, and trust me, you have time on these things. Because after 10 minutes, even after 10 minutes, we are all monitoring the watch list of options, meaning you have seen this thing move. And trust me, that move, by the time I post this, normally you would have seen it, unless you're trading something else, which obviously at the end of the day. But once I post this as well, hey, what's going on here? And believe it or not, the proper way to address this, to tackle on this, is that, hey, this stock has just shown a bullish setup on here. And I'm going to show you a counterexample because I know exactly which time you are thinking that, oh, Telex, wait. But yesterday you posted another chart of another stock exactly like that. And then I took the calls and they didn't work out. Not so fast, my friend. Not so fast. So this is exhibit number 1. And the strategy that I'm going to give you here, which we have known all along, is nothing new. Yeah? The stock is outside of the upper Bollinger with a lot of strength. Only 2 things can happen. Yeah, let me go with my right hand. For whatever reason, I find myself expressing myself when I'm speaking with my left hand. So only 2 things can happen. Either the momentum of this stock will get it much higher than the current level, or that momentum is not strong enough and the stock's going to retreat. And those 2 scenarios, there's an easy way for us to take advantage of that. It's called a strangle. Wednesday, a stock is moving $3 after 15 minutes. A stock that has done nothing whatsoever recently. We need to get involved. Yeah? So your reaction from now on, no matter a stock that does this, that's what we do with gangster trade. Yeah? A gangster trade for us is a stock that gap, but it's just that in this case, it didn't gap in pre-market. It decided to start gapping at the time of the opening. You get involved. You pick a call and a put, and you create a strangle. And as the direction will be confirming itself, you will be adding to the winning side. As simple as that. As simple as that. All of the rest of, I've seen stock do this before and then retreat, that's not going to get us anywhere. I guarantee you. The day will be passing by and this opportunity will be passing by every single time to say, well, this one went and carried on. I can accelerate it on here for your viewing. Can I change the speed? Let me change the speed. So from 130, look at it from 130, every single candle posting higher highs. Pretty much. And so we are now at 135. 5 points since we shared the chart with you. And then it continuing. And during this time, the rest of the market is selling off, folks. So we picked here about 11 Eastern at 137 something, and then it came to support at EMA, and then it picked up again all the way to 138. You didn't even have to go there. You had 5 points, let's say from 130 to 136 or whatever, let's say to 137. You have 6 good points to trade on it after it has made a move of 3 points. And that would have been enough to make a very, very good percentage on it. Because overall, let's say, even the 135 call that we showed you, it went 10 bagger. The 133 call that was our strike price went 30 bagger. But, I mean, in order to get that, we would have had to be in the trade the previous day, which would have been possible with another scenario that we have been telling you about, right? Option that lose both on the calls and the puts on Monday, Tuesday. We can strangle them on Tuesday. But really, this one, let's leave and forget about that. This one from the get-go, after those first 3 candles, we see that on the watch list, and then we got involved just because it was showing so much strength. So that exhibit number 1. Exhibit number 2 is Netflix, because that's one, as I was just going to say, yeah, Telex, you shared that chart yesterday, and then it didn't carry on. Yes, of course, those we don't know how the other stocks are going to go. So for us, we're going to do a replay again. Yeah, and this is the 14. Yep, and 5 minutes still. And what's the speed that we're going to see? Updates every 2 seconds. Okay. So this is what happened on Netflix. I'm going to try to pause to illustrate something. First candle, first of all, is gapping up. So let me pause here. So after 2 candles, after 10 minutes, this thing is pretty much, it's picked. The same similar type of pattern as the other one, right? But this one, notice the gap, meaning that we had knowledge of a potential move on here in pre-market. Yeah, that's the value of pre-market. If we want to be traders, folks, there's work involved in pre-market. I've stated that along. Let me continue stating that. We cannot just, even at our job, I don't know what's the equivalent of pre-market, but let's say in sports, right? There's warm-up. In sports, if you have played any type of sport or anything, before you go and actually run a, I don't know, 100-meter dash, play I don't know, a softball game or whatever. You have to warm up. You have to warm up. So that warm up, the equivalent of warm up, is pre-market. Where for us, we are preparing for the day, and we know we have a very powerful strategy called a gangster trade. If you are new to our trading service and you don't know about that, that's okay. Or if you would like to subscribe to learn about, take advantage of that during the earnings season here, where there are going to be gaps. So Netflix gapped, but that gap did not sustain itself. But same thing in here. Same, let's say if we apply the same technique as we said before. Okay, first 15 minutes, oh, this thing is trading here. It's above the Bollinger Band. Can it continue? Can it not continue? Let's go stronger right there. This thing. This thing can move powerfully. So this is 14 points from the previous points. If a strangle on here at this stage, in terms of strike, you know how to pick strike, right? Where Wednesday, you still have time. You can apply 2 times the ATR. Yeah, that technique, that's trash. That's somebody posting that video said that trash. Well, my friend, let's continue to play this tape and see how your strangle would have played out for the rest of the day. Because when you have a strangle, my friend, literally it's walk away, stress-free, and this is the type of thing that will entail. So after 15 minutes, now it's below VWAP. They come retest VWAP. These are 5-minute chart, folks. Below EMA 8, that's the yellow line. Yeah, we stick there below EMA 8, and the EMA 8 slope is accelerating down. Below EMA 20, all of a sudden now, my friend, the put side of your strangle is printing money. Here at 10:30, a little bit of sideways, and then upward movement. But again, these are 5-minute charts. So on the 15-minute chart, you're going to see that it's not so noisy. So here we are. Are we going to test low of the day? We are testing new low of the day, and it's not even 11:30 yet. At this stage, you are cooking. The crossover has happened between the EMA 8 and the EMA 20, the yellow line below the green line. We have talked about that, meaning that that's the acceleration of that momentum. And my friend, did it ever accelerate? Yeah? I don't know which strike you pick. Let's pause a little bit. At this stage, I don't know which strike you picked up here, but let's look at so far. Let's even say, I don't know, let's say even here, let's say, yeah, round number at 570, you got in there. Why? Because this thing was moving in pre-market. So we had some work to do. So Netflix, and we talked about it, this stock in pre-market, believe it or not. we did. So from 570, now you are dealing with 548 thereabout, or 548 here at this stage. What time is it? It is 12:20. 3 hours into the trading session, this thing has given you over 24 points on the other direction. 24 points. The person who said that, I don't know why I cannot let it go. That's the ATR technique is trash. Let's go back. Let's go here and take a look at the ATR for Netflix. The ATR for Netflix is $18. So meaning if you took 36 for Wednesday and Thursday, not risking it. I don't care which strike you took for puts on here on this one. So 36 from here, you will have traded the 535 or the 530 puts. Yeah. So we continue the tape. As of now, you can ask me, hey, Telex, why was my decision here? None. Because the stock is posting lower lows, you are below the closest resistance, the yellow line. Is not even trying to test it. This is a dream trade. This is a dream trade. Yeah, we have talked about those. So here, now it's coming back and retesting it. So maybe at this time, it's time. But the market was bearish, my friend, during all of this time. And again here, you can see, right, on the 5-minute, we've talked about putting the 5-minute and the 15-minute chart next to each other for fast-moving stocks on here. So a low of the day here is 542. And what time is it? It's 1:30 or thereabout. Trust me, by then, some of the options that we were looking, which one I was looking at, I'm not so sure even. I think yesterday, I can't really look at it inside of Power E-Trade when we get there. But I mean, even here, either you sold here, because we're not quite yet outside of the lower Bollinger Band. That's usually the trick into touching the lower Bollinger Band, retracing all the way back to the exponential moving average. I mean, we have seen this pattern here several times, right? We saw it yesterday on BABA if you caught our daily market recap. So how many points? From 572 to 542. That's 30 points on the line side. I think the option, we show some option. I don't know which track we used. I was looking at on the it went from 35 cents to $1.60. So, or $1.65. So as a quick calculation, so 130, that's almost 400% on the strangle that you took because the stock was moving. So in this case of Netflix, you would have made money on the puts. In the case of Baidu, you will have made money on the calls. And that's all it takes. Making money, trading options, it's trading stock that move and stock that move fast. At any point of time, especially you're on a Wednesday, we're on a Wednesday, it's after 17, 15 minutes, 20, 30 minutes, or even an hour, we cannot tell ourselves, oh, I've missed the move. I don't know what I will really, really love to get your inputs for most of the traders, either if you were with us yesterday or if just anybody. I would love, 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 love to get your takes on this. Because I got this feedback yesterday. I was talking with traders yesterday, and this is not the first time. I've heard this feedback a lot. All right. So that's summarize a little bit of how are they. I mean, similar trade. Other trade that we traded yesterday was BABA. BABA was on the downside. It took it a while to get there, but when it accelerated, staying in that trade was actually easy. We recap all of that. You can catch all of that in our daily market recap, which gets us to the next segment. What's in store for us today? So let's take a look at the top view of the U.S. equity. Where was SPY? Where was QQQ yesterday? Yesterday, SPY, QQQ, there was money to be made on it, but not as much, right? They were toying with us yesterday. And again, look at the pattern, folks. Let me try to, again, Telex, you're trying to draw. You don't know how to draw. Let me pick a color that's at least will make it not so bad here. Okay, this is what we're talking about, folks. You see these reverse U's. It goes to the lower Bollinger Band. Then this is the preferred pattern. But then on this next one, they make sure they come and post a lower low. So actually, technically, Telex, you need to go on here. Yeah. So just figure out a way when you start seeing this, how you're gonna properly trade this, knowing that time is like yesterday was Wednesday. Time is not in your favor. Look at this. This is not human trading, folks. Hey, look at this. Go back and study this chart in terms of quant analysis and see these patterns. We saw them on BABA yesterday, yeah? If you were watching the daily market recap for yesterday. So this is what happened yesterday. So this is what on the 5 minutes. So it was even more obvious. Imagine trading this on the 5 minutes and just making decision. Here you say, oh, we are bullish again. We are bearish. We are bullish again. We are bearish. We are bullish again. No, we are bearish. We are bullish again. Not so fast. Yeah. So, oh yeah. Oh, beautiful. Hey, not bad. Not bad for somebody who can do it. Yeah? This is how the 14 went. This is all algo, folks. This is all algo. So we have seen this. So from a daily perspective, where do we stand? From a daily perspective, we talked about the crossover between the EMA 8 and the EMA 20, starting this ramp up on here. But then yesterday, all of a sudden, we recorded a second consecutive days of a retreat, price falling back down from the previous gap level. So this candle here that I'm showing, if I can make it bigger, this candle on here that's Friday, October the 9th, closed at, I'm reading my close, open, high, low on here on the top. We closed at 346.85. Then on Monday, we gapped 349 all the way to 354. Well, since Tuesday, Wednesday, we are retreating. And it looks as if this morning, we have come all the way back to the close of last Thursday or thereabouts. That's where we are. This candle on here It was a green candle on Thursday, which was a result of a gap between Wednesday and last Wednesday and last Thursday. So we are just there. So meaning now we have filled the gap between last Friday and this past Monday. So are we in the process of going to fill this other gap here? It's not that big. So the gap on here, 342 or thereabout on SPY. So very quickly on here, if we do that, we take a similar look at QQQ. Where are the Qs this morning? So for me, as of now with this market, I'm feeling like, I don't know, the analogy, it's maybe my sister may understand the analogy on here, saying that, hey, imagine a scenario where you know that your parents, they promise you a beat down, yeah? But they're toying with you. They're not telling you exactly when you're going to get that beat down. That's how I feel about this market, meaning that for us, by all indication, because even like E-Trade, they have increased their margin requirement from 25% to 30%. The Chicago Board of Exchange, since this past Monday, they have increased the limit up and the limit down from 5 to 7%. So market makers are setting all of those things because they know something. The third exhibit of that, that's I would like to share with us this morning. Look at some inside of your flow algo. You can see a print on VXX. VXS is one of those instruments that, quite frankly, I do not trade that much, to be honest with you. But I somehow I took a stab at this one because on Monday there was a print of 3.5 million shares. Yeah. About $22. So that's 66 over 66, actually 66, 67 million, no, 77 million, yeah? Let's round it up. 80 million that somebody has spent on this index, VXX, which normally, trust me, trading option on it is like, it's like playing lotto, my friend, because it's so manipulated. So, but this one indicates fear, meaning that when the market is going down, we will see a spike. And actually, let me maybe go chart it here. I want us to take a look at this. So if somebody is an institution, it's willing to put 77 million onto it. I mean, they can short SPY, they can do all other things on here. So for me, is it a case that they bought this thing? So you can see here on the chart, this is the chart of it here, which you cannot see that well. Hence, I'm going to put the weekly chart on it because the chart is so volatile. Okay, you can see at least part of it. So this is not quite the low, the 52-week low. The 52-week low was at 13, right? But here at 22 thereabout, it's gapping up a little bit this morning, which tells you pretty much what's going on with the market. We're going to get into that into an instant on here. So to me, those three things, right, that I just showed you. Hey, by the way, what was this one in March? 75. Could it be an idea for us here to say, hey, we buy, let's say, the November 6, 100 for this? Yeah. I mean, how much can are they? You want to find out? Let's go and take a look inside of Power E-Trade. Okay, so you guys are seeing the Power E-Trade on here. Before we come to that one, let's take a look at VXX. So this morning is up 4%. So for me, typically, I use this as a gauge of a direction for the markets, right? So in this case, I say I don't trade it that much, but I am willing to consider trading it on there because of that print, meaning that if that's good for some of those folks to spend 88 million on it, and should the direction confirm itself here, meaning that it's fear, right? Meaning as the market's going to be going up, down, this thing will be going up and vice versa. So we are looking at it here. So for us, if let's say we want to get interested, let's look at, it's implied volatility. I mean, as of now, this is the 30-day average has been increasing. It's on top. So typically, it's the other way around, right? On most of the charts, that's when you are looking at the option chain. This is the other way around because something is pending. So let's just say randomly, yeah? And notice that it's almost highest at this point. November, yeah. but there's this date, I don't know if you're familiar with November 3rd, yeah? It's kind of a big deal for some folks. So what's the highest that they're giving us? Oh, it's only stop at 54. So for me, I wanted 100 because I don't want to spend too much money on it. I want to really, really spend pennies on this thing. Yeah. So I don't know. Then maybe I can switch dates. But by switching dates, you are buying a more expensive one. So, but let's say if we can go to 100 all the way to the end of November. Oh, geez, 70 is what they're offering. I don't know about that. I will have to figure out something definitely. But I mean, at least to cover in 22 days, a lot can happen. Yeah. So, but as of now, the 54 at 10 cents, they're gonna increase here. This call is going to increase here by how much? Not that much per se. So, meaning maybe we can start trying to steal these. The 52-week high is at 62. So, hey, imagine this thing pop, getting the money by $8 or whatever. So, yeah, it would be a trade on here. Okay, very good. Any question before we go to the next section? The next section is typically here for us to take a look at which that we have been talking about. So QQQ is down minus 1.54%. My analysis of the pre-market looking at these indexes, and this is something we have seen every Thursday. I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen, but they love, after the market open, they can post a quick bottom and then buy it hard. We have seen that. You can do your quant analysis. This is something I invite you to invest your pre-market time. You need to spend 30, 45 minutes, an hour if you have time in pre-market, just strategizing how you're going to be attacking the market based on what is being submitted to you. We have seen a scenario like this in at least in 2 instances, and I'm going to venture that it was 2 Thursdays in September where we gap down, and literally they will be buying it. In pre-market, they have been in super tight range, super tight. 288 has been support on QQQ. So QQQ and the SPY hasn't moved that much here. 344 or thereabouts. I remember they dip exactly when the weekly job report came in. Unemployment numbers rather came in. They dipped slightly and they have stayed pretty much at the same level, but they have still been oscillating on there. In previous times, my bet will be that these guys, they could be buying up this dip on here. It has been very difficult for this market actually to gap down and stay down. I kid you not. So that strategy has not paid, has typically, was it 2 weeks ago? I was frantically closing my puts that I had on SPY on a similar gap like this. So be on the watch out for that. Last but not least, yesterday I made my list of stock on here, and now I can always do Monday morning quarterbacking, but I kid you not, the stock that I showed, I shared. Again, I cannot go to my Discord, so I will just have to describe that. I shared with the subscriber inside of our Gangster channel was a stock that last evening in my analysis I put as my top stock to bring forward in the study this morning is none other than Roku. So if I go back and switch to the chart very quickly on here, why is Roku interesting? Roku is interesting because it just posts an all-time high, and just like many other stocks, right? So this is where it stands, and then this morning that is gapping down 3% or thereabouts. So for us, we are suggesting against a trade on it. Yeah, why? Because it has all the characteristic for the gangster trade. Is gapping. The volume is not that great, but I mean 25,000 shares is not that great. It's currently has been stuck there at 224, 225 or thereabouts. So for us, we are suggesting a gangster trade. Again, if you are new to a service and you are not familiar at all with gangster trade, do not worry about this for now. We will give you the knowledge. So a 200 put sweep between 5 and 20 cents, and you know exactly as we explained in the bootcamp, right? Just like yesterday, you buy more contract with the cheaper your cheaper offering. That has worked. And then the 245 calls sweep between 1 cent. Yeah. I don't know if we can get 1 cent. One day. I want to get 1 cent contract entries on here and then just mark for the rest of the day on something like that. But something reasonable. You can get 1 cent on anything, but it still needs to be reasonable. And so between 1 cent and 15 cents. So that's our gangster trade for the day. Roku on there. There are others. I mean, pretty much the market is moving, folks. Yeah. If the market is moving, you can just focus. There's no need to overtrade. You can just focus on a set of stock, or let's say a couple of stocks, and then trade them accordingly. Trade them accordingly using the technique that we know. So where was it? Did I had a screen to share on here? Yeah, I think I had a screen of charts. Oh yeah. So this is which that you are seeing right now, if I can't find it on my own screen, is the Roku. Can we make it this way, Telex? Yep, that's where people can see. These are the Roku 200 puts. Yeah, now I wish I can do Monday morning quarterbacking and say, hey, I wish that I had given us this trade as a strangle at close yesterday. They were going for 5 cents. So this morning they can start appreciating here as the stock is down 3% or thereabout. So for us, we are trying to sweep them. I think it's still possible to sweep them. It will be difficult to get at 5 cents, but hey, if we get them for 10 cents, 15 cents, all the way to 20 cents, that's the setup that we're looking. That's our bias. I think we said that, right? That's our bias. Well, the bias is not so much that's the current direction. If it reverse, hey, that's fine. The calls are there to pick up that side. All right. It is currently 9:18. There are 12 minutes before the market open. We saw, 12 souls were able to join us, or 13 concurrent viewers. We thank you for your time. If there are no questions, we will gladly give you back not 1, not 2, not 3, not 5, but a full 12 or 11 minutes so that you can reset your mind, spirit, and soul to get ready to take on this another day of trading U.S. equity on October the 15th, 2020. This was pre-market analysis on successful trading. We wish you a great trading session, and we catch you on the next episode. Bye-bye.